So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting... Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing you wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. Stoichkov! Oh, he's really drilled it.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled.
Salah. Rivaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Depay. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. That has been cut short. And here's Stoichkov. Stoichkov proves just a little bit too strong. He's got full. He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Corinthians are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager.
Guardiola! Goal! Paris! Back to within one. Interesting. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
That's an excellent interception. Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Rivaldo. And it's played forward.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rivaldo. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And Stoichkov! Goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Corinthians take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Dembele. Now it's Stoichkov. Dembele. Shot could be on. Paris with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Paris are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Stoichkov was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Stoichkov. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that could set him on his way.
Real chance! And he's found the net!
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Stoichkov demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Has a look and has a go. And it's Stoichkov. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's fabulous. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Back into the middle. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Paris clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. He's had a shot. Guardiola gets it clear. Opts to play it back. And that is wildly off target.
Guardiola most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Stoichkov. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, well played. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos sua colaboração com o nosso programa beneficente. Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 21. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 2.
So off we go once more.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave.
Great chance! And he's taking no chances there. Shifted upfield. That looks a good ball through. Now that's well seen too. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Look at the space here. Memphis Depay. And it's Rivaldo. Now it's Memphis Depay. Oh, super ball. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. It's Memphis Depay! They've got to be quick to recover this. Paris needing a change of fortune here. Salah. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And they're back on the ball again. Stoichkov. And there's the hit! It's a goal! Paris are all square. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And now he has two. This has become one superb game of football.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And it's Dembele. Picked out brilliantly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's found a way through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Can he get onto this? Defending of the desperate variety.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Stoichkov. Mbappe.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Mohamed Salah, given the lift of his goal.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Stoichkov! Beckenbauer clears it away. Who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight to the last. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Pinches it off him. And it's Stoichkov. Costa Curta.
Corinthians showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Rivaldo! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mohamed Salah! That is decidedly lacking.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Stoichkov. Great ball, and he's in here. Stoichkov was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
5 minutes left on the clock.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's headed upfield. We expected better, and so did he. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And it's Stoichkov. And he's been shifted off it. And that is as far as it goes. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Stoichkov voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Vinicius Junior goes on a run down the left wing. He has found the way through. He's tried one! Alexander-Arnold, played in deep. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Vinicius Junior. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to...
He's one-on-one! He's got the shot away! Goal! Paris! And it's Paris who take the lead! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front of...
He's having a go! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Mbappe! Brazil upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Conte. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Mendes gets it away. Hits one! He has done it! Brazil are back in business! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And the shot! And that's a superb piece of defending. And we have our very first corner. Sane with the short one. Brilliantly cut out. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Neymar. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. McAllister. Now that Vinicius Junior! And he gets rid in a hurry. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Beckenbauer. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, super ball. Mbappe. Kante was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Great chance! Goal! Paris! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Aos 34 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 23.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Sané. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, this is a great position. Now then, the ball's come loose. Paris heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Messi. Oh, played right into his path. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Gently done. Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's Conte. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Costa Curta.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Messi. Oh, super find. Vinicius Junior. Oh, well played. Mbappe! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut.
And that is going to be the...
so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. So off we go once more. Now it's Stoichkov. Oh, red, nice interception. Now it's Stoichkov. Alexander-Arnold. Sané. That's headed upfield. Conte. Vinicius Junior. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is Conte. Fernandez. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Costa Curta. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he'll shoot here. This time, surely! Goal!
Paris really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
71.649 espectadores.
Neymar, and the counter is on. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 19, camisa 10,
Intercepts the
camisa
throw,
7,
that's well read.
camisa 18,
Deftly away.
camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada
Messi
de
gets his pass
camisa
away.
9,
He could be in here.
camisa 17,
Well, the idea was a good one.
camisa 11,
The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neymar bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Jorginho. Played out to the right. He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Stoichkov. Messi. Oh, they could break here. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Paris clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Marquinhos makes the interception. Jorginho. Messi shapes to shoot! Should have equalised.
Messi absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
Van Nistelrooy might just make this. And it's Neymar. Pinches it off him. Jorginho puts his foot on the gas. Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Van Basten does really well to win the ball there. Neymar. Jorginho. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Now it's Jorginho. Good read, needed to be.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Nice control. He is through here. And he's taking no chances there. And here's Stoichkov.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Van Nistelrooy. So that's it. It is all over. Paris have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, strongly challenged there. Interesting ball. That is good alertness.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
He's picked his way through. Beckham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And claimed it back swiftly. Cruyff. Great hit! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
This is the time you need that pace.
Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Messi might just make this. And he's intervened well there. Shifted upfield. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Great chance! Yes, it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
He won't be happy with that one. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nedved. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Smartly reclaimed. No way through. Neymar. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Picked out brilliantly. Shapes to shoot.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That has not gone well. Cleared without hesitation. Neymar. Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? And it's played into the middle. And he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. Well-timed, excellent interception. And here's Messi. Now this could be a chance. Beckenbauer. Cruyff. And it's Neymar. Oh, good read. Beckenbauer. That has been cut short. Mbappe. Mbappe in with the challenge. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Mbappe! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Now it's Kane, put it away! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And Cruyff! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, played through for the wide man. Guardiola. Beckham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Paris head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And so we're off again. Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Bayer getting this one clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Passing nice and neat. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now he's off and running. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Beckenbauer. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cruyff. Messi. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Botafogo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
Neymar! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Nedved, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, there is a look. Can he finish? Goal! Paris! And the comeback is complete.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
16 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 23.
Paris get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Thuram. And here's Neymar.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's Neymar. He's in, surely! Deftly out wide. That's a little off target. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nedved. Cruyff, and here's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Beckenbauer, Mbappe with the foul.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That was beautiful. Something close to... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Botafogo! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Paris really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Mbappe. Fernandez. Cruyff. And he's looked at Cruyff! Oh! Fantastic! He's got himself an absolute peach. And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been the outstanding...
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Botafogo can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Camisa 10, Neymar. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 13, camisa 17, camisa 9.
That is a great pick out. He's through, now is he in? Shot a goal! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. So now the difference is 3.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Paris do have a chance to counter here. Fernandez, Neymar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He has found the way through. That is good strength. And he's got his range wrong there. Oh, that's a key interception. He's through here. Great ball, and he's in. There's the shot! It's in! Players ecstatic. Fans delirious. This is utopian.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
How many? Just how many? Botafogo are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Neymar. And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. Well, there is a point in every campaign of startling clarity. Gone is any margin of error, and we are faced with absolutes. Anything but a win, and it is all over. Those are the cold, hard facts. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. We have already started here. Paris cannot afford to slip up. And Stoichkov! Goal! Paris! The deadlock broken in this defining game. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Because of that first goal now, it's a great opportunity to make it one-way traffic and add to this lead.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Maradona. Maradona unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Adams with a fine tackle. Drogba looks to get on the end of this. Neymar. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Beckham. Looking for the run. Neymar. And he's managed to get free. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's through here. Paris leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now that looks a decent... Maradona! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Well, they could break here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Drogba, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Beckham. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go... And Stoichkov! Oh, what a mistake! Internacional applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, he's got a side of goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Paris with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Neymar. Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. It's a decent-looking cross. De Bruyne.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And that could set him on his way. Neymar. Well, nicely intercepted. Beckenbauer. That looks a cracking ball. Chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris have their second corner now. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's got the beating of his man. And he was quick to react. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Costa Curta cuts it out. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Internacional clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Neymar. Guardiola.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that's well spotted. And the half-time whistle goes. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been... Half-time score, 1-0. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first-half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Paris happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And the action is back on the way. Paris carrying a 1-goal lead. Messi. Oh, super find. Mbappe. Messi. In towards the middle. Well read. And the danger is averted. Beckham. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Beckham. Now it's Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Neymar. Now it's Stoichkov. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Neymar. Aims beyond the defence. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. You have to expect that from everyone now.
Played back in. In with a header! Oh, that's well done, really robust. Mbappe. Still just a single goal between the sides. And it's Kane. Ljungberg. Kane. Beckenbauer. Quality ball. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And that's put paid to a promising move. Neymar gets into some space. And he whips it in.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That pass has been well intercepted. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh.
Tries a shot! In he goes again! He's scored! 2 up and threatening to pull clear! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Paris are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but
I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, the defence just about came out on. Terrific header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer. Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Mbappe in acres of space out wide. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Mbappe. De Bruyne. Chance here to counter. Well, that looks a cracking ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Internacional clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Neymar. Can he get it through? He's got away. Now it's Mbappe. Hits one! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
A real chance if he can get through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Not the most accurate pass. And Stoichkov! And that would have won it. Corner number 4 coming up here. Chance for the header! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Internacional are looking to go forward now. Now it's Neymar. Paris digging deep here. Few gave them any hope today, but they are giving this a right old crack.
What a game, Peter. What a performance. This will no doubt make the manager extremely proud.
And it's Messi. Beckham. Haaland. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Marquinhos. That's a lovely, neat pass. Driving on and making good progress. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckham. Over to the left. And time is up. And the job is done. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Paris definitely impressing me here.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. A very good evening.